I am so glad it's Friday.
Oh my God, same.
Ah, thank you, Jesus. Look at our shirts.
Same.
We are Hallow Queens today.
Hallow Queen.
It's Hallow Queen Day. What's up?
We promised we would wear them, and
What's
we
up?
are.
What's up? Good morning. How's everybody? Quick reminder, we have a really great interview coming out tomorrow with Josh Hammer. Delightful dude. Delightful.
People are going to be so mad.
Oh, they're going to hate us because he's a Jew. Why did you talk to a Jew, chick?
And Candace hates him. Candace has called him all the things. And so her cult members hate him. And they've said terrible, terrible things to him. And we asked him all the things. We asked him about Charlie. We asked him about the group chat. We asked him about Candace. We asked him about Tucker. We asked him all the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. It was a great discussion. Really great discussion. So check that out tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And also click subscribe to this podcast if you haven't done that already. Send it to a friend. You know.
You should.
You should do it.
You should. You really should, especially on this Halloween, the last day of Mocktober.
Oh my God. I'm decorating my tree today, you guys. I'm decorating my tree today with this shirt on.
Crazy.
That's what's happening. The whole house.
I don't think we're working on locals for some reason.
Really?
So yeah, it said, I got a little pop-up that said something went wrong.
Really?
Thanks for telling me what and how to fix it.
Appreciate that. Thanks
Real helpful, locals.
Locals.
All right. So let's talk about Halloween for a brief moment because every year the White House does something festive. They've got like all the pumpkins and Donald Trump and Melania do like trick or treat. There's kids that come and do the trick or treating. They like had Caroline Leavitt's kid and, you know, like Stephen Miller's kids. All the kids come and do all the trick or treating and just kids, like random kids. And there was a pair, I don't know, I'm assuming they were brother and sister, but there was a pair of kids that dressed up like them, and it is so cute.
Oh my gosh, are you joking? I cannot. That is darling.
Just the cutest thing.
Darling.
I know.
Oh
I just thought he's like high five,
like,
man.
High five.
And look at them.
So cute.
So precious.
So
I just can't even take it.
That is.
So that was a thing. And then it wouldn't have been last year. It would have been during his first administration, I guess, when they did. Remember when he did the whole, like, I'm going to put a candy bar on top of this minion's head and everybody lost their minds over that. It was so funny.
Yes.
So as we know, the White House official, like, social media account, the greatest Twitter trolls around, they posted this reminder video from Trump's last term, which was, you'll see how it's special in just a second. Pay close attention. Who's trick-or-treating? Wait right there. We've got a sombrero for you.
A sombrero.
And for you.
There it is. There you go.
I love that so much.
We can meme. You can totally meme. Look at the princess.
I mean,
there's always so freaking cute. I miss it when my daughter used to dress like a princess. Now she's like, I'll just wear sweats. Thanks. I miss those days.
Is she? I mean, are they dressing up? Are they doing? No,
she's dressing up as like an alien. But I mean, like when teenagers do it, it's like different. Dressing up like an alien, you know, so we can get candy, you know.
Right. It's different. I know. It's totally not as cute.
It's not as cute.
It's not at all as cute. No. But speaking of things that are cute, Trump, when he was on Air Force One on his way back from the big Asian extravaganza-thon, apparently they had a bunch of turbulence. And so the flight was really, really bumpy, which terrifies me. I hate it.
Me too. I hate that too.
But he decided to have one of his infamous press gaggles, like in the midst of all of the, you know, turbulence. And he just joked about it and was so chill. And I just thought it was funny and wanted to share. Check this out. Go.
Rough winds in Asia. I must tell you, this is a rough flight. We could have waited an hour, maybe. These are a little tough. These are tough conditions for interviews. You know, they're going to be watching Trump. They're going to say, he didn't look too good. He's got the shakes. I don't have the shakes, but people are going to think I do.
You're pretty solid. Are you great?
What a rough ride this is. The interviews are tough enough without
your
life being threatened. You guys okay? camera guy's very steady. We're going to look real bad today on television, I'll tell you.
God bless him. Where he's like, "Are you guys okay?"
I know.
It's actually really sweet. You know,
so it's just so Trumpy, you know?
it is,
So
especially to
very
ask the
Trumpy.
press if they're okay, because I don't really care if they're okay. Do you?
I
don't
mean,
know
there might
about
be
you guys.
couple in there. I don't.
There may be
I
a
would like
few.
to make sure Peter Ducey is okay.
That's right. That's right. Peter. Yes, we care about Peter.
Are you guys prepared for disasters? I'm almost done, thankfully, with hurricane season, knocking all
Are
the
you?
wood.
When does it end?
Almost.
November?
I think it's like mid to late November, but like
Okay.
usually November, it's we're on the downward
Yep.
slope
And
to
fall
not having
is
them.
it's the greatest time to stock up on your emergency food supply because weather events are happening. Like Mock said, we have hurricanes, severe storms, early winter conditions. It's getting cold here. Flooding. All of those can make you have to go without stores and utilities. Mock would die. Yes.
I would.
I'm always afraid of the power outages because our grid is kind of
Ugh.
wonky. And your biggest fear is what? One of those EMPs? Is that
Yeah.
what that's called? An EMP?
Yeah.
She's terrified of those, you guys. If your fridge or your freezer stops working, you need non-perishable emergency food. You always need to have that on hand to make sure you and your family are covered because you just don't know. You have no idea what's going to happen. So you can build a disaster supply kit with ReadyWise. They have a 72-hour emergency food kit. It's balanced, freeze-dried meals. You just need like water for these. And they have shelf life up to 25 years. I mean, it's going to outlive me, you know? That's all they need is water. 2,000 calories a day. Your family's covered. They also have a 1-month food supply bundle for longer term needs. It's just great to have this stuff on hand. We have a couple of them out in our little storm shelter. So be ready for all the things. Visit ReadyWise.com today. Use code CHICKS10 for 10% off your order. Build that emergency food supply. It's ReadyWise.com. CHICKS10 is the code. Do it.
Do it. I think we mentioned earlier in the week that Jesse Waters is going to be interviewing Erika Kirk, and his interview with her comes out on the 5th, which I think is that when? Yeah, I think that's Wednesday.
Yep.
So mark your calendars for that. There's a sneak preview. He was at the Turning Point USA at Ole Miss the other night, and so he has released a couple of clips with her. And here is one that just came out where they're talking about what she wants to do with Charlie's legacy. What's interesting about it is just, again, how much she knew and how much Charlie confided in her. I don't think it's just sort of happenstance that she's saying those things, and I'm glad she's saying them. Here is a little clip.
What do you hope to achieve for Charlie and for the country?
Oh my goodness. All of his wildest dreams for this organization and more. He left me a blueprint in all of his journals, but more so than that, I was his vault for literally everything. He shared everything with me, his vision, his dreams, and I know now more than ever, I mean, he was always a hard worker, but now more than ever, he's up in heaven orchestrating and sitting and strategizing, and I can just feel it. I can feel it. And so all I want is to be able to make sure we honor Charlie, we keep fighting the good fight, and we do it in such a bold and powerful way. We're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not.
I love that. Yeah, I love that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how that interview goes and whether or not they talk about, any of these insane accusations that have been levied against her and the organization at this point. I hope he does. I hope he does go there. Because man, they're saying the most horrific things about her. Now the left is complaining about how she hugged JD Vance when he came onto the stage, when she introduced him. They're complaining about the way she hugged him.
Why would she not hug him? They're friends.
It's the way she hugged him that people have a problem with.
What is it? How did she hug? What is the way?
Well, people are like, they're totally sleeping together. And here's proof.
My God.
He had his hand on her waist and she put her hand on the side of his head. Like when they hugged, she like put her hand, on his head. And so obviously they're sleeping together. This is what they're saying. I can't.
Okay. It's just so stupid.
It's so stupid, you guys.
It's so dumb.
It's infuriating. All right. So moving on, there is a woman whose name I cannot pronounce. Her first name is Kat. Her last name is I don't know. She is running for Illinois. She's running for a House seat in Illinois' 9th district. And she's one of the crazies who's been part of the insane crowds of people who attack ICE and who try to, destroy their vehicles, prevent them from doing their jobs. And so she's been indicted on a few different charges of like violence, essentially against ICE. Now she's using that indictment as a way to like seek sympathy and be like, woe is me, look at how I'm being persecuted and bleh. I mean, it's just disgusting. And so Tara Palmieri had her on her show to talk about it. And this cat chick like rage quit the interview after like 3 minutes. It was amazing. And so just so you can see her name, do you have a guess on how to say that?
Abu Ghazaleh, I think.
Abu Ghazaleh? That's
Abu
pretty good.
Ghazaleh rage quits.
Yeah. And that is exactly what happens. Check out and it's not like Tara's asking her anything unreasonable. She's
Right.
asking her the very questions that Kat should be expecting in light of the fact that she's just been indicted. But here's how it went down.
The indictment alleges that you and others, quote, surrounded a federal officer's vehicle, banged on its hood and windows, etched pig on the side, and impeded movement. Did you etch the word pig on the side of an officer's car?
I'm not speaking to the specifics of anything that's in the indictment right now, but like I said, I do plan on pleading not guilty, and the evidence will come out in court, and I plan on winning.
Okay. Well, let's watch the video of what happened that day that they are. What do you, when you see that, what do you think right now?
Tara, once again, this is my first time being federally indicted. Like I said, I plan on pleading not guilty. The evidence will come out in court, and I plan on winning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Just really quickly, I did want to ask you about just the fact that like conspiracy to impede an officer is up to 6 years in prison, forcibly impeding and intimidating an officer is up to 8 years. Is that like, that could actually hinder your ability to serve in Congress. Are you concerned about that? Did she just sign off?
Yeah, she did, Tara.
Did she just leave the chat?
She did, Tara. She's gone.
I'm so
she
confused.
gone.
I'm sorry.
And this cat chick apparently calls herself in her Twitter bio a former journalist. So feel like she should kind of know what kind of questions are going to be coming her way. But this is who wants to be a congressperson and most likely join the squad.
I love how she tags Mother Jones in that. And that tracks. That totally tracks. Yeah, I'm glad that she bothered to dry her hair for that interview. She seems like she would be a great congressional candidate, don't you think?
Oh my God, you guys, the people that are rising in the Democrat Party, it's not good.
Politicians, man. I can't. What's even going on? It's just crazy world.
It is. Yeah, but when you see people like Ilhan and, Jasmine Crockett, and I mean, there's crazy people in Congress. We know this. And so it should be no surprise that this is who Democrats are likely going to vote for.
Yep.
Good job. All right. Speaking of crazy Democrats, they are still, despite mounting pressure, they are still holding firm on this shutdown, and they're releasing their ridiculous little, social media videos. That purple-haired crazy lady, Rosa DeLauro.
DeLauro, yeah.
She made a video with another Democrat woman who I'm not familiar with. Her name is Angie Craig. I can't read my own writing. It's either Cray or Craig.
Let's go with Cray.
It's probably
We're going to go with that.
It's probably Craig, but I don't know for sure. Because
Right.
you guys, who can read this? Seriously, can you read that? There's no way.
Mine's typed. I have everything typed. Right. This is why so you can read it. Yeah.
So I wrote in front of my husband the other day, I wrote a note to myself, and I don't even remember what it was, but it said something like, send email to whatever. And I wrote it in front of him just as we were talking. And he was like, what did you just draw? And I was like, I just wrote a note to myself about an email. He was like, in what world does that say email?
It's hieroglyphics is what it is. That's right.
It's so bad.
I can't write anymore. And I got best handwriting in 4th grade.
I used to have really nice handwriting.
I had the best penmanship, you guys. And now I'm like, I can't write. What is that?
It's so bad.
The worst.
It's so bad. Anyway, all that to say that Angie, possibly Craig, and Rosa DeLauro made this ridiculous video in which they are lying. Surprise!
If he wanted to,
He would.
Hey, it's Congresswoman Angie Craig here. I'm the ranking member of the House Committee on
Her eyes, right?
And I'm here with
her whole being.
Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro, and I'm the ranking member on the Appropriations Committee.
This administration is refusing to send out SNAP benefits for November. It is illegal, it is immoral, and it may be one of the most disgusting things that President Trump and Secretary Brooke Rollins has done since they've been in power.
It's unbelievable. We passed a law, and this was Democrats and Republicans coming together in an appropriations bill. And we said that if we have a difficulty, if there is some sort of an emergency, that there is a contingency fund of between $5 and $6 billion in order for us to take care of the food stamp program. And now they refuse to acknowledge it. They just put it aside and say, no, we don't want to do that, and let the money go. It is illegal.
It's illegal. It's disgusting. We have Americans lined up at food shelves across this country trying to get food assistance when in fact that food assistance money is there. It's this administration denying it.
And pass the CR. Pass it. What's
this
wrong
is
with
the thing.
you?
They're absolutely lying. The emergency fund does not have enough to cover the benefit. SNAP costs $9.2 billion. The emergency fund only has $6 billion.
Oh my God.
It can only be used as a supplement to the regular payment. If there is no regular payment, there is nothing to supplement. Therefore, you cannot just tap the fund and send it.
This would not be a problem if they just pass the CR. I mean, we've been trying to get them to do that for how long now? It's been a month. It's been a month.
Yeah.
It's been a month they've been doing this. And then they're trying desperately to blame this on Republicans.
It's starting to fail big time.
Well, I mean, I hope so. You can tell that civics isn't school anymore because there are a lot of people that are like, well, I mean, is it the Republican? No, it's not. It's Democrats are just being, they're combative. Just to be combative, just because they
at least they're honest, some of them, about the fact that this is their only leverage. And yeah, it sucks that people are going to starve, but what are you going to do? This is the only power play we've got. I mean, they've been saying it.
Yeah, they just do not care. It's our one time to be able to do this. So we're going to hold everybody hostage. Why does DeLauro look homeless? It's like she wears every piece of clothing that she has.
She goes to her closet in the morning and she's like, I will wear all of it.
Everything. Yeah.
All of it.
Just a pro tip, you go to your mirror and then you take a piece off. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to tell her.
Somebody does need to tell her. And somebody needs to tell folks who are eligible for Medicare that there are choices. And don't just go to a government website to try to figure it out when there's help from Chapter.
It's time. It's sign up time, isn't it? Like people are signing up right now.
No, I think tomorrow is like the start of open enrollment.
Tomorrow is open enrollment, I think. Yeah. So many people have no idea that they're on plans that suck for them, right? It's millions of people are on plans that cost too much or they don't cover enough. And it's because most Medicare plans, they change annually and they're not renewed for the next year. And they're not good fits for you individually. So even if the current plan feels right for you, it may not be. And so reviewing options for 2026 is essential. And you can do that with Chapter. It's free. It's totally free. It's just a phone call. It takes like 20 minutes. You can talk to somebody because most Medicare agents are licensed and commission based, but very few review every available plan to find the best fit for you. It's all about what pays them the most, not what's best for you. And Chapter is awesome because they look at every plan in the country and they recommend the one that fit you individually. Their advisors are salaried. They advocate what's best for you, not the insurance company, which is why we love them. And we're super excited to have them be a sponsor of the show. So, I mean, check them out. It's just, they can save people an average of $1,100 a year, which is so great. It doesn't hurt. Just call them. You can call them at 442-3-CHICKS. Get a super fast, pressure-free Medicare review. That's 442-3-CHICKS. Do not risk this. Try to save some money. Call them.
No reason not to. Absolutely none. Okay, so Hakeem Jeffries was on with Caitlin from
Collins.
Is it? I can never remember. I always want to say the basketball girl.
No.
CNN with Caitlin and So Hakeem Jeffries has been part of his like whole shtick recently throughout the shutdown has been to say the Republicans refuse to talk with us. They refuse to sit down and have a conversation. They refuse to talk to us. And it turns out that's a big fat lie. And he looked mildly uncomfortable when he was caught in it. Here is what happened when Caitlin Collins asked him about a recent phone call from Mike Johnson.
Said that Mike Johnson's not willing to sit down and have a conversation. Y'all did have a phone conversation, I believe you said earlier today. Who initiated that call? Was that you or was that Speaker Johnson?
It was a call from Mike Johnson. It was very brief. It wasn't a substantive discussion in terms of finding a path forward.
But was he calling to talk about the government shutdown?
I mean, you could say that was in the ballpark, but it was a private conversation that will remain private.
It's going to remain private. Oh God.
He was just calling to see what you were doing this weekend. That's all. Hey buddy, what's going on? What's going on? Give me a break.
Oh my
of course,
God.
That's what it was about.
Yes, of course that he was trying to have a reasonable conversation with an unreasonable person. And and here's more proof of how unreasonable Hakeem is. Caitlin also asked, hey, so about that whole idea of Congress people not getting paid during the shutdown and perhaps you refusing to get paid and making sure that your paycheck is on hold while everybody else's is too. Where are you on that whole thing? He didn't like that question either. Here's how it went.
Today, if you will defer your paycheck during the shutdown, obviously a lot of federal workers, TSA agents are going without paychecks. Have you made a decision on that yet, sir?
I'll be commenting on that shortly, but I understand the sacrifice that people are making, including Capitol Police officers here, and I'm going to conduct myself accordingly, given that sacrifice.
So that sounds like a yes, that you will defer your paycheck.
Well, I have more to say about that shortly, but I think consistent with the values that I just articulated.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea. I was going to ask you. I don't know what that means.
I think it means I'm going to still get paid. I think that's what it means.
Well, he didn't say that he wasn't. And
he would have, right? If he was deferring it, he'd be like, of course I am, because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
Not, I'll have more to say about that later. Bullshit.
I'm going to kick that answer can down the road because I don't want to answer you right now, Caitlin. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
That's what that was.
Piece of crap
He
that guy
totally is.
The worst. But I do think, and we've got a couple of different videos to sort of support this notion that Democrats are feeling the heat. And granted, I think S.E. Cupp still calls herself Republican, maybe, but she hasn't been in a really long time. Yeah. And she put out a video saying, I'm not saying if this is right or wrong, I'm saying Democrats are losing on this issue. Here's S.E. Cupp.
Democrats are losing this shutdown battle. I mean, politically. And this isn't a commentary on whether they deserve to or they don't. I'm just saying they are not winning this. The game of politics, which is a tough one to play because you're playing it with people's lives, right? And both parties are doing that, but they are losing the politics of this. I know we have polls showing that is true, that Democrats are losing the shutdown battle in polling, but I don't need polls. I've been doing this for too many years. I feel it in my bones. I promise you, they are going to lose this fight.
Yeah, she's as Republican as Anna Navarro.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the same font.
Yeah. It's Palatino.
Right.
Right.
So the pressure was on really, really heavy yesterday on Capitol Hill because J.D. Vance came out. I think he was with Scott Besson, if I'm not mistaken. But he was also with the CEO of United Airlines and the president of the Teamsters, okay, who both said, it's time to pass a clean CR, you absolute losers. Here is first J.D.
Reasonable Democrats to join 3 moderate Democrats and 52 Republicans to reopen the government. I want to let Sean Duffy say something, but before I do, I just want to say to any Democrat in the United States Senate, we are happy to talk about any policy issue. We're happy to talk about health care policy. We're happy to talk about tax policy. We're happy to talk about regulatory policy, but not at the point of a gun. You do not get to take the American people's government hostage and then demand that we give you everything you want in order to pay our air traffic controllers. It's a ridiculous set of demands. Let's reopen the government, and then let's sit down and talk about how...
It's been 30 days, and while I don't have a position on which partisan side and how things...
Did I freeze?
You did a little,
Time
but
to
we
pass.
kind of, we got the gist of
couldn't-
it. Did
Okay.
Duffy talked at the end there, right?
He did. I don't have Duffy because you would expect him to be like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But what was crazy to me is that the CEO of United came out and the Teamsters guy, that was, I thought that was like unbelievable pressure on Democrats because these two are ostensibly Democrat. Now the United guy he was a little more like squeamish about saying he didn't. Yeah, squishy, exactly.
Mhm.
He didn't want to be like this, I'm trying to stay nonpartisan. But ultimately, he said what needs to happen. Here's what he said.
And while I don't have a position on which partisan side and how things should be settled with healthcare, it has been 30 days. I also think it is time to pass a clean CR. Use that as the opportunity to get into a room behind closed doors and negotiate hard on the real and substantive issues that the American people want our politicians on both sides of the aisle to solve.
Yeah, he's basically, get your shit together, Democrats.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he would have just said that.
I know, right? I mean, but he ultimately said just pass a clean CR, which is that has been the Republicans' point the entire shutdown, right?
Yeah, and then you guys can duke it out behind closed doors.
Yeah. So when the Teamsters boss, when what's his name, Sean O'Brien, when he comes out and he's like, enough is enough, I would hope the Democrats would be paying attention. Like, this is their guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was much less squishy about this issue. Here he is.
Took a position. I represent 1.3 million working men and women in this country for the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. We took a position 3 weeks ago. Pass a clean CR, get to the table, negotiate a deal. Do not put working people in the middle of a problem they should not be in there. Put the politics aside, get to the table, negotiate a deal, pass a clean CR right now, and then figure out the problems moving forward.
I love the way that guy talks.
He's such a mob boss.
That's a clean CR. All right? Get the fuck out of here. I love that guy. I just love him. I do, his voice.
So I feel like that was positive. I felt like, when I went to bed last night, I was like, damn, I would hope that before, SNAP benefits, all the things run out tomorrow, like maybe that has sent a message to Democrats finally that they will listen to. And then I woke up this morning and I could not believe what Donald Trump had posted. This made me rage. So he said, because of the fact that the Democrats have gone stone cold crazy, the choice is clear: initiate the nuclear option and get rid of the filibuster and make America great again. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
This is a terrible idea. Horrible idea.
Not a good idea. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think it's going to happen because they'll be blocked, right? Even if they try to do it, it'll be blocked. Don't you think?
No, because I think that Thune could essentially like do a rules vote on it, and I think it would work, but then it would be done forever. And as soon as the Democrats take back Congress, which
they'll love it.
will happen at some point,
they'll be like, nuclear. Woo!
Yeah, they've been asking for this forever. And now any Democrats who might have been like, oh, yikes, the Teamsters are really mad, maybe we should rethink this. Now they're like, ooh, maybe we'll hold out a little bit longer now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know it's not good. He's not thinking long term. You got to think long term on this. It's not a good it's not a good strategery down the road, Trump.
I don't think it's good strategery.
No, it's not good strategery. It isn't.
I don't like it, you guys. So I hope that Thune is just like abso-freaking-lutely not.
Yeah, what did he say yesterday? What did he say? What was this little phrase yesterday that he said, you guys?
Something about his back.
My
aching back.
He says that. He's got to say that to the president. My aching back. Yes.
I did love when he said my aching back.
I know, I did too. It's adorable. So cute.
So freaking cute. You know what else is cute? Our dogs. Dogs need co-defense.
You guys, okay, I got to tell you guys, Theo got skunked again last week. God. Last Friday, actually, to be exact. He has an obsession with skunks. I don't understand it. It's been 3 times now. And every time I've gotten like more savvy and experienced with coat defense and how to deal with it. So I have it down to a science. So here's the deal. So I leave him either on the porch or in the garage. I put some coat defense daily preventative powder like all over him. And I tell him,
rub it in there.
And I tell him, you've got to stop this. This is what I do. I scold him and I put more on the places that get super sprayed. And then I let it sit for like 45 minutes or so. Okay. Then I bring him in and I shampoo him with the coat defense shampoo. I scrub him down. The stink is all but gone. And then when he dries, I'll sprinkle a little more powder on. It soaks up like any residual odor that happens to be. Usually it's on his face because I don't know what it is. He gets all up in there, you know? This stuff is miraculous. It cleans and deodorizes without water. I use it in all of our athletic shoes too, especially my teenage daughters because she works out a lot. And it gets rid of human odors too. This stuff is great. You need to have this stuff in your house. It was originally made as a human deodorant and a dry shampoo. It's great for dogs. It's great for humans. It's natural. It's chemical free. It's just miraculous stuff, you guys. It de-skunks like nothing else. Okay. It's the best. So try Coat Defense Daily Preventative Powder at coatdefense.com. Get 15% off for you and your pet with code CHICKS at checkout. That's coatdefense.com, code CHICKS for 15% off. Do it. Do it.
So Kamala, I cannot believe how many people continue to interview her. Like, it's freaking crazy to me. She is more interested in doing interviews now than she was when she was running for president by a mile. You know what I mean? Like, she's talking to everybody. So her team that she had during the campaign really did her a massive disservice. Or maybe not, because they knew how dumb she was and how ridiculous she is in interviews. Whatever. She has no problem talking to people now. We played yesterday that really good Australian journalist who went after her really, really hard. And now that same Australian journalist is revealing that she still has handlers who were like, this has gone on too long. We got to stop this. Here she is with the behind the scenes details.
I want to come back to the book and the purpose of the book. So
this is the last question. We're at time. We got to go. Sorry.
Yep. Well, that's almost a first, not an absolute first, but to have a member of staff of the former Vice President of the United States actually speak up during the interview to say that we were going too long. I didn't expect that. But coming back to the interview itself, it seems to me at its very heart, there is a reluctance on the part of Kamala Harris to actually spell out and talk about the issues that Joe Biden had as president. It's in the book, but it seems to me she doesn't want to say it on camera. I asked her that. She denied it. But I think there is still a reluctance there to criticize Joe Biden, which makes her current pivot a really difficult one because she's Joe Biden's vice president. It seems she's still not prepared to completely condemn him, but she's got to be a character in her own right without Joe Biden attached in order to have a chance to run again.
This chick is awesome. I like her.
I like her. Yeah, I like her too. So another interview that Kamala did was with Stephen Bartlett, the Diary of a CEO. And that guy, every time that he interviews anybody, he seems to be very much like Oprah, who could get literally anybody to cry. Who is the other one?
Barbara Walters?
Yes, Barbara Walters. She could always get people to cry.
Yeah, totally.
He's very much like that because it's like this quiet room. It's like he they talk about very personal things, and he's very good at drawing people out. So just a couple clips to share before the one where you actually hear some honesty, because Kamala is not good at honesty. We know this. So there were just a couple of, ridiculous moments in this interview with Stephen Bartlett. The first of which is when she's bitching about Trump's ballroom. This is just typical Kamala. Take a listen.
It's awful. Right now, the man is building a ballroom for a bunch of his rich friends.
It's not.
While
my God,
millions and millions
Lies.
of people are about to lose their health coverage in terms of being able to afford premiums for their health care. You look at the weaponization of the Department of Justice.
Oh my God.
Against political enemies.
I can't. Yeah. Tell your rich friends to sign the perfect CR.
Yeah.
Tell them to do it. Tell them to pass it. Tell them they're your rich friends and his rich friends or whatever you're talking about. It's not just his rich friends. We're talking about world leaders that have been intense that we pay for every single time that they come. We're sick of doing that crap. He's paying for it. We never have to pay for that again. It's money saved. You wouldn't understand that because you don't know how to save us money.
You just know how to spend our money.
Good
and by the way,
Lord.
it's just talking about it like it being for Trump's rich friends. Trump will be lucky if he gets to attend an event in that ballroom maybe 3 times. I mean, maybe it'll be done by the end of his term.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. It's a legacy. It's not something he plans to use for his own personal benefit because he can't. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. There was another moment where do you know how you're trained if you're interviewing for a job, you're trained to know or to predict some of the interviewer's questions. And a very frequent question is, tell me about your strengths. Tell me about your weaknesses, right?
Yes. Oh my God. I hate those questions.
I know. They're the worst. But if you know they're coming, then you can prepare a weakness that comes off as a strength, right? Like you can finagle a way to make even your weaknesses sound like they're actual hidden strengths. And that is exactly what she did in this next clip, which was hilarious because of that reason. Behold.
I think one of my strengths and weaknesses is I like to solve problems, but that means that I tend to, once a problem has been addressed, move on to the next one without maybe taking the time to pat myself on the back. Because now it's time to move on to the next issue.
Oh my God. I don't congratulate myself enough. That's a weakness. That's a weakness. Can you imagine if somebody interviewed, because you were in HR, if somebody came in and interviewed for a job, I just don't pat myself on the back enough.
I just don't give myself enough credit. God. I mean,
you're hired. You're totally hired. Yeah.
So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But then there was a moment of honesty. And, as the Australian journalist, who I thought was very, very effective, tried to get Kamala to talk about, is Joe Biden's frailty, is any critique of Joe Biden. She was trying to get her to be honest about the fact that they did not have a perfect relationship. And it was Stephen Bartlett that finally got her to crack a little bit, which is why I thought this clip was so interesting. Take a listen.
I'm in the hotel room with Doug, with my husband, and the president calls. And I was told that he wanted to call me so that I'd be ready. And I was so sure it was to buck me up and go get him. And he did say that for the first beat. And then he went on to talk about a group of people in Pennsylvania who were saying bad things about me because they heard I was saying bad things about him. And when I hung up the phone, it was unbelievable. And I was angry and deeply disappointed. It was so unnecessary. There are only 2 people in the world other than me that has debated this guy, Hillary Clinton and him. And you know what it's like. It's going into a debate with the stakes being that high and Trump hadn't agreed to another debate. The stakes were so high. So that's an example of what I mean.
You took something from that. You took an underlying message about one's intentions from that, because I would. If someone called me in the lead up to debate prep and said something like that to me, I would assume that they don't want the best for me.
My takeaway is his motivation was all about himself.
That's what I would assume from that.
Yeah.
I would assume that.
Yeah, right. Obviously, right. Yeah. It wasn't about my performance at the debate.
Democrats are so dramatic.
I know, right?
There's so much acting in everything that they do. Like just watching her, I'm just like, it's theater.
But it did seem honest to me. Like it seemed like he drew out a moment where she really was pissed at Biden and showed that Biden was a dick, that he only cared about himself. It's why he thought he was going to run again. You know what I mean? And she finally admitted it.
I think all of these people hate all of these people.
Yeah.
I think when they act like they like each other, that's when it's obviously the acting. I think that I think they all just despise one another.
I do too.
They're
and
all in
she
it for
finally
themselves.
showed a little bit of that because she's been like so not wanting to say anything bad. Oh yeah, he was totally fine as president. I just didn't think he could run for president.
It's like the campaigning is what's really hard. It's not the actual leading a country. I think they all are just unstable. You know, they're inauthentic. They're just liars. They're all theater kids, you know?
Yep. And then last clip of her, and then we'll move on. She was also on with Jon Stewart, and I don't know what it is about him, maybe, or I guess there's certain shows where Democrats are like, how many F-bombs can I drop in one segment? Because that will make me sound really cool and like legitimately angry. And once again, this was chatter about the ballroom, but she like comes screaming out of the gate with an F-bomb, and she's mad, you guys. She's real mad.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now? Come on. So what? I'm not going to be distracted by, oh, does the guy have a big fucking hammer?
Oh, look at her.
What about those babies?
Yeah, what about them? Yeah. What about the 300,000 kids that you allow to be trafficked into this country? What about those babies? Didn't seem to care about the babies then, Kamala.
Don't mention those babies.
Guess those babies didn't matter, did they? Those babies didn't matter. I mean, they were brown babies.
Right, which is exactly why they did not matter.
Guess they didn't matter.
Can you tell people about a way that they can lose weight safely?
I will.
And not with all
shots.
the yo-yoing. Yeah, and without the shots.
Or the shots. Yeah, if you want to lose that last 10 or 20 pounds for the holidays, you guys, you can start now. You can get a head start on 2026. Get you some lean and start controlling your appetite, burn fat to energy, get the weight off for good. They say that by the time the average person is 60 years old, they've lost and regained several hundred pounds.
Holy cow.
Right. And that actually causes some damage. It's called weight cycling. Half of us have done that. Yeah. And if you do it enough, you're at risk for diabetes and liver damage, heart attack, stroke, all sorts of stuff. Weight cycling is what it's called. Weight cycling. Not good. It's when you lose 10 or so pounds, like 10, 20 pounds, and you lose it and you gain it and you lose it. And
you know what?
It.
They should call it something different because that sounds like exercise to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Seems like a lot of work. It sounds like a lot of work.
Weight cycling sounds like an actual exercise.
It totally does. So people need to stop the weight cycling and then just lose it, lose what you can and keep it off. And so non-prescription lean, it was created by doctors. It's an oral supplement. It's not one of those shots. The science is impressive. And we're all about the science, right? It helps maintain, like I said, the healthy blood sugar, appetite cravings. It helps burn fat by converting it to energy. And then burning fat helps keep the weight off. So if you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and keep it off and not do the shots and all that garbage, add lean to your diet and exercise lifestyle. Get 20% off when you enter code CHICKS at takelean.com. That's code CHICKS at takelean.com. Do it.
Do it. Okay, so speaking of terrible, horrible, awful Democrats, Jasmine Crockett has been talking more and more about the possibility of making a run at the Senate. And at first, in this first clip, she kind of hints around it, but then she gets a little more serious. Here is one clip of her saying she just wants to do things differently, you guys.
We're going to do something different, then we got to do it a different way. I don't want the same result. So I do think that I can potentially bring in groups of people that have been disaffected, that are over politicians, that are over politics. I do.
She does.
What has she done other than run her damn mouth and talk about skin color? What has she done? Can somebody tell me anything that she's done, contributed policy-wise or whatever, in her district, in her area, for her constituents, other than do the things that I just said, run her damn mouth, talk about race? Because I can't tell you.
I got nothing.
Anybody? Anyone? Bueller?
She's gained a huge following on social media.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Yeah. So she's actually revamping her image a little bit. Like, people are saying that she's, talking differently. She's toning down like the humongous lashes. She's doing.
You think?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
She's doing more. They're saying that that's like to do the Senate run. She's gonna, if she decides to do the Senate run, she's gonna revamp her image. She'll do some image, like what's the word? She'll magic, because that's because she sort of, these people are chameleons. This is what they do. They sort of, we've seen Democrats do this before, where depending on who they talk to and what group they're in front of, they're gonna kind of move and shake and change their image.
I mean, look at Zoran, right? Like, he's like the biggest example of that ever.
Yeah, they're going to do that.
I can see it. Yeah. I don't think she's doing it just yet.
No.
But you're right. She probably will. Here she is saying who she would like to run against best of all.
Cruz would be ideal. He would be ideal
Ted Cruz
to run against. I mean, he would be ideal. I would love to challenge Ted Cruz. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real. This is the first time I've ever said that publicly, right? So y'all getting here. But let me tell you something. I am so concerned for our country right now.
My God.
With everything that we're experiencing. I just went through a litany of things before.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, good luck with that. Beto had a good run.
Several times.
Yeah, so I hope she's the next Beto.
Yeah, I hope so too, man.
She's about as useless as he is.
She's so awful. So there's another clip of her that's unrelated to her potential Senate run, but I thought it was just one of those examples of how ratchet she gets. You know what I mean? Like, when she really gets the whole, I mean, she was doing some of the one eye thing and like the ghetto voice. She's doing that big time, talking about Trump not being allowed to run a third term, which I feel like has been pounded to death. We get it. He's not going to run a third term. Stop it with this nonsense. But here she is, beating that dead horse.
I know it's no, sir. You will not get a third term. That's not going to happen. I mean, the Supreme Court going to have to find a big boy and big girl panties and do what's right. The Constitution is very clear, sir. And frankly, you never should have had one term. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, you were never qualified to be president of the United States, not once, but definitely not twice. And your incompetencies are showing. Your own people, yes, my home girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is also very disappointed in you. Listen, you are a loser. And unfortunately, we all are being dragged down with you and your loser.
Wait, so she and Marjorie Taylor Greene are now homegirls?
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene is totally becoming woke right. Like,
I know she's woke right, but I didn't know that she and Jasmine Crockett were homegirls.
They're homegirls now because Marjorie Taylor Greene is speaking out against Donald Trump. And Democrats love that. In fact, Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be on The View next week.
Oh, I knew she was going to be on The View, but I didn't know it was just to completely speak out against Trump. Like, she's gone full anti-Trump.
Well, I don't think she would say that, but she's criticizing him enough that it's making women of The View, it's making people like Jasmine Crockett endear themselves to her. You know what I mean?
They used to fight openly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Now she's her homegirl.
Right.
That's all it takes, is to just criticize the president. You just got to criticize the president, and then all of a sudden you're somebody's homegirl on the left. That's kind of messed up. Okay.
It is indeed messed up.
Yeah.
And Jane Fonda, of all people, decided to have Jasmine come out to California to try to get, people rallied up to vote for redistricting. And so I'm not going to, subject everybody to the whole clip, but here's just a piece of the two of them together. It's nauseating.
Hi, I'm Jane Fonda, and I'm here with Jasmine Crockett, Congresswoman from Texas, and she knows what redistricting, what gerrymandering means. She is so powerful in Congress that the GOP want to get rid of her district in Texas. They've redistricted her house out of her district. We have to vote yes on Prop 50, don't we, Jasmine?
Absolutely. So, November 4th, California, we need you to stand up. You just heard it from the Queen herself, okay? It is time for us to fight fire with fire. Instead of having one hand behind our backs, I need you to show up. This is about our democracy. This isn't about just me being in Texas.
I really thought I had it cut down further than that, so you wouldn't have to see all of it, but sorry, guys.
Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane. God bless her. She is literally at death's door at this point. Just holding it together with spackle,
It's spackle.
It's
a lot of spackle.
It's good spackle. I'll give her that. It's great spackle. Love to get my hand on some of that spackle, but still, she's just still spewing all that. She just wants so badly for all of us to become communists.
Yeah.
God bless her. She'll never see it happen in her lifetime. And that sucks for her, doesn't it?
It does suck for her, but it sucks for all of us that she's still so vocal and so public about her politics. Amazingly, there is another horrible, horrible Jasmine who is also running for Congress in Oklahoma. I don't know why she goes by Jasmine, but her actual name is Nikayla. I think I'm saying that right. It's N''K''I''Y''L''A.
But she actually goes by Jasmine, as you're saying? You're saying
yes.
She goes, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's like her name is Michaela, but her nickname is Jasmine.
Nikayla. It's Nikayla. Let me show you. Let me show you.
But her nickname is Jasmine.
Yeah. Nikayla.
Jasmine Thomas.
Thomas, right.
She, her, hers. Of course it is. Of course it's she, her, hers.
Yeah,
right.
It's Nikayla.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's running for Congress in Oklahoma. Sorry, Oklahomans. Is that how you say it? Oklahomans? Or is it Oklahomians?
I don't know. I think Oklahomians maybe. I don't know.
Look out for this weirdo. She's running for the Senate, and she has released a couple of videos on her own personal Instagram page, which would lead a normal person to be like, thank you, but no. Here is one of the videos that she released as a teaser of her campaign. Please enjoy. Feast your eyes, if you will.
What is that bed? What is that bedroom?
Hello? No, the old Jasmine can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's too busy becoming Oklahoma's first female senator.
That was a real video.
Okay. That was obviously her paying homage to Taylor Swift, I think.
Yeah, I cut the music out at the end.
Okay.
She's running, by the way, against Mark Wayne Mullen. Good luck with that, is what I have to say to that.
Yeah, Godspeed.
But she also released this video of her, I guess, getting food from a food truck. And just, again, adopting like a weird, super ratchety accent. I don't know what the point of this is. You can decide that. Here again is Jasmine.
It's N18 and I'm here at Bois on the east side, and look at what it is at night. No one's ever been afraid of being on the east side at night because this is my stomping grounds. This is where I be. Right here at Bois, I just got me a 4-piece tender with fries and extra honey sauce, honey drizzle. Please don't play with me. Your favorite Senate candidate is out here.
We're in idiocracy, you guys.
We're not going to play.
In
we're not going to play with her. I'm going to stay far away with that. That's right. Okay. All
Don't
right.
you just watch that and feel like you could catch a contagious disease from her
I
just by
mean, yeah,
watching
I
the video?
I can smell that video. Yeah, I can pretty much smell it. Yeah.
It's just so icky. All right. Just a couple little reminders that Gavin Newsom wants to be president. And he is so adamant about promoting these little factoids about his state, trying to make it look like it's doing really great, even though everybody with common sense and brains knows California is in a big fat fail and has been for quite some time. But he really holds on to just a couple of different data points to try to pretend that it's doing okay. And Jonathan Karl had a conversation with him about that, and it was weird. Here's a tiny bit of it.
San Francisco, which is now, as we said, it's a historic drop in crime over the past year.
60-year low in homicides, on its way to 70%, 28% across the board.
But San Francisco had become a symbol of the failure of liberal democratic policies.
Because it was exploited and colored in. It's part of the California derangement syndrome.
But is there anything to that? I know it's been exploited. I know you talk about California derangement system, Fox News, constant, every time there's a smash and grab. But I mean, the voters in this city recalled a DA because
I supported
because the feeling was that we had there were policies in the city that were soft on crime.
That's right. That's correct, and we supported that recall. We've got a great DA now.
He's that lawyer from Saturday Night Live that just smokes a cigarette, and he's like, "What?
Yeah.
What? And your problem is what?" And he's just so he's defensive. But yet he's smarmy and he says all the right things.
Mm-hmm.
He says
and the sheep believe it. They all believe it.
Yeah, he says whatever it takes to get you in the car.
I would probably get in the car.
You would get in the car.
I mean, if I didn't know anything about him, I'd
My
be like,
leg.
he seems nice.
My leg hurts, Ma. Get in the car. My leg is broken. Help me. And you'd be like, help me. And I'd be like, F you, dude. I'm not helping you. Grease ball. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He is such a
going
shit
to be
talker.
there.
That
I
guy
know.
is such a shit talker. Like, how can people not see it?
He's so slimy. So slimy.
Disgusting.
And you guys, I know we've talked about it before ad nauseum, but the fact that he does things with his hands that no normal human male should ever do, it's getting just worse and worse. And in fact, it's when you watch him in interviews, it's way more fun to watch them without sound. You already know he's going to lie and say smarmy shit.
Right.
But like when you turn down the volume completely and just watch him, he should be studied because this is not normal. The extent to which he does all of these things, it's just
so
not normal, you guys.
All the gay men are like, that's too gay. Like,
right.
It's like they're even like, no, we don't claim him. What is it?
What is he doing?
It's like he's a droid. I don't even think he's real. That MFer isn't real.
It's so over the top.
It is
over the
so
top.
Weird. It's no man does that. Look at it.
It's constant, right?
And it's the thing where he crosses them. And
Yeah,
then
it's
like
this
he does that, and then that. What is it? He can. Somebody tie his hands down and see if he can talk.
Yeah, that would be a really.
I want to
interesting
see that
experiment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he is. He is directing Traffic Scoop. He is.
All right, we have to talk about the Heritage Foundation.
Yeah,
if
we
you
do.
guys have not been paying attention to what happened on socials yesterday, things are bad. Okay, I hate to be the bearer of bad news on this Halloween. Things are bad for the not Republican Party, but for the conservative movement as a whole.
It is.
We had a little preview of that, and we sort of addressed it on the day after the TPUSA event at Ole Miss, because overall, JD was awesome. The event was awesome. Like overall, things were good, right?
Yeah.
But when you start to really study some of the questions that were asked, some of the pandering, I hate to use that word when it relates to JD, but I have to, some of the pandering that he did to the worst people on the right, and I'm talking specifically about the groypers, it's problematic and it's getting worse. And the proof is in the pudding. Heritage Foundation, which has been like a staple of conservative politics for decades, They released a statement in defense of Tucker Carlson yesterday, which was unbelievable. And we can't cut it down. Like, you need to hear the whole thing in context, because it starts off where you're like, this sounds reasonable. It's fine.
Yeah.
But then you really need to like absorb the words and understand who's being really criticized in Kevin Roberts. He's the president of Heritage. In his statement, here it is in its entirety.
I'll have more to say on this in the coming days, but today I want to be clear about one thing. Christians can critique the state of Israel without being anti-Semitic. And of course, anti-Semitism should be condemned. My loyalty as a Christian and as an American is to Christ first and to America always. When it serves the interests of the United States to cooperate with Israel and other allies, we should do so with partnerships on security, intelligence, and technology. But when it doesn't, conservatives should feel no obligation to reflexively support any foreign government, no matter how loud the pressure becomes from the globalist class or from their mouthpieces in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
The Heritage Foundation didn't become the intellectual backbone of the conservative movement by canceling our own people or policing the consciences of Christians. And we won't start doing that now. We don't take direction from comments on X, though we are grateful for the robust free speech debate. We also don't take direction from members or donors, though we are inherently grateful for their support. And we're adding more every day. This is the robust debate we invite with our colleagues, our movement friends, our members, and the American public. We will always defend truth. We will always defend America, and we will always defend our friends against the slander of bad actors who serve someone else's agenda. That includes Tucker Carlson, who remains, and as I have said before, always will be a close friend of the Heritage Foundation. The venomous coalition attacking him are sowing division. Their attempt to cancel him will fail.
Oh my God.
Most importantly, the American people expect us to be focusing on our political adversaries on the left, not attacking our friends on the right. I disagree with, and even abhor, things that Nick Fuentes says. But canceling him is not the answer either. When we disagree with a person's thoughts and opinions, we challenge those ideas in debate. And we have seen success in this approach as we continue to dismantle the vile ideas of the left. As my friend Vice President Vance said last night, what I am not okay with is any country coming before the interest of American citizens, and it is important for all of us, assuming we are American citizens, to put the interest of our own country first. That's where our allegiance lies, and that's where it will stay.
So you don't become, or you don't remain, the intellectual backbone of a movement by protecting personalities first, which is what I see here. Like, I think we're honestly, I mean, not to sound dramatic like a liberal, but I think we're watching the demise of Western civilization happening before our very eyes. Like, I feel like we are on
and the worst part about it is that it's a suicide.
Right. We're watching it happen like in real time. That's what I see happening over the past several years. And these think tank policy wonky organizations are focusing on personalities and not the actual issues. Like, I don't give a shit if Tucker is canceled or not. I don't care. What they should be doing is calling out a Nazi white supremacist Holocaust denier, getting platformed and getting traction within the movement. That should not be happening. That shouldn't be happening. And they need to call that out, and they need to call it out quick, because if their focus is public policy and influencing and shaping that public policy, they should be talking about that. They should be focusing on that and not people. They should just be focusing on the policy, not preserving personalities within the movement. This is my concern. Like, I'm concerned about that. They're being feckless and weak and pathetic and wimpy, and I don't like it.
Well, I don't agree with the cancel. I don't think anybody reasonable. I don't think anybody reasonable is calling for Tucker to be canceled.
No.
He can have his whole platform and he can have whoever he wants on it.
That's my point.
But we are allowed to criticize that.
Right.
And the fact that the Heritage Foundation as an organization is even saying Fuentes' name out loud
is concerning.
Is insane to me.
Right.
That was so freaking insane. And the fact that he was saying that that we are the problem, that the people criticizing Tucker are the problem.
Right.
While he's like, yeah, I don't agree with I abhor what Nick Fuentes says. This is all like absolute madness that he is not recognized. He even said, we need to challenge these ideas. We need to debate these ideas. Tucker didn't do that. And so the fact that he's just like, oh, Tucker's fine because we need to do. No, nobody's asking for deplatforming. We're just asking for these incredible psycho people to not be, what's the word I heard on Twitter the other day? Pedestalized. Stop putting them on these platforms that raise them to these levels that they have no, it's crazy to me that they're at, because just 2 years ago, everybody agreed that Nick Fuentes was a dangerous psychopath.
Because
he's mainstreamed.
Because they're not being clear about their policies, Mock. Because this organization is a bunch of feckless wimps who won't get
with
some
no
balls.
Standards.
There
are no standards.
Exactly, because they have lost their way and they're not saying this is what we stand for. You don't have to cut anybody down. They don't have to cut Tucker's balls off. They don't have to cancel anybody. I'm saying that's exactly what I'm saying. They do not have to cancel anybody. They just need to say, this is what we stand for, and we will not waver in that. Like, that was the wimpiest statement that you could ever see. And they will lose people like me and like people in here in the conservative movement if they start aligning with freaking Nazis and white supremacists and people who whack off to Stalin. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Like, that is, it's
bananas
insane.
what's happening.
It is absolutely bananas. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. I have never seen such like wimpiness. I mean, get a backbone, Heritage Foundation. Understand what you stand for. And if you don't, then just say, okay, well, we're okay with Nazis coming into our party. Right. I'm not okay with that. I'm simply not okay with it. And they shouldn't be either. Curious to see how Prager feels about this.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought
I'd love to see how they feel about this whole thing and where they stand on this. It's
insane.
Okay.
We do have quite a bit of reaction, as you might imagine. A lot of people making some really, really well thought out points. One of those being Will Chamberlain, who said this statement sucks, and it's traceable to a single sentence: the venomous coalition attacking Tucker are sowing division. We're the ones that are sowing division.
Yeah,
that coalition didn't have a chummy friendly podcast with a guy who's talked about giving the death penalty to perfidious Jews and remarked themselves that they despised Christian Zionists.
Right.
That was Tucker.
Exactly.
And as I've discussed in previous posts, I can think of few things more divisive than that. This is simply a gratuitous insult to right-wing Jews and right-wing supporters of Israel of all stripes. There isn't a coalition of people attacking Tucker out of nowhere, just a bunch of normal right-wingers who are rightly outraged by Tucker's own insults. Nothing about rejecting cancel culture or even defending heritage continuing to associate with Tucker required calling fellow conservatives venomous.
Yeah, it's insulting.
Spot on.
It's insulting to Christians who love Jews. You know, it's insulting to Christian Zionists who Tucker is like, they're the biggest pieces of crap. That's what he said about a lot of you people, about me. Tucker can F off. And Heritage Foundation, as far as I'm concerned, can F off.
Yeah, it was such weak sauce. Batya Ungar Sargon also said this whole video is based on the assumption that the interests of American citizens doesn't include blacks and Jews who oppose the normalization of racism and the inclusion of Nick Fuentes in the conservative movement. Nauseating, repulsive stuff from Kevin Roberts.
Yeah,
Completely
and
agree.
Some of us will still continue to call that bullshit out. We're still going to do it, whether you like it or not.
And no matter how much of a minority we become. Because this is all Candace, this is all Tucker, this is all Fuentes, this is all the rise of the worst personalities imaginable.
Yep, and it's all disgusting, you guys. It's all disgusting. There's no place.
Seth Dillon asked, why do you call for anti-Semitism to be condemned and then in the next breath denounce the condemnation that's happening now as a divisive cancellation attempt being carried out by a venomous coalition? Please explain. I would love to get some explanation on that as well.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, just wimpy.
Yeah. Read Nathan Livingstone's post.
As an Australian living in what's arguably the most leftist captured country in the West, with little hope of that changing anytime soon, it's bizarre watching what's happening to the right in America. We must unite to defeat the left and win. But you're already winning. You won the election. You've largely won the culture war, and it hasn't even been a year since Trump took office. Trump may have been right when he said back in 2016, we're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. And now it seems you're just cannibalizing yourselves. That is 1,000% correct.
Yeah. That's why I say it's suicide. And that's what makes it even sadder is that we're doing it to ourselves. Like, what do Candace and Tucker think is going to happen as a result of this?
You know, and people always come to our pages, our social time. You're getting $7,000, $7,000. Who's paying them?
Yeah.
I'd like to know who's paying them. Anybody asking them who's paying them? I'm not getting paid. I'd love to get paid. Seriously, send me a check, Israel, because I will defend Jews until the day I die. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. I am not a Nazi. I am not a white supremacist. I don't understand where that is okay in conservatism. I don't get it. But I mean, if you want to send me $7,000, I'll happily take it. Who's paying them?
Yeah. Mikhail Olson said the popularity of Fuentes, Carlson, and Owens is a reaction to decades of lies from trusted media, academia, and other institutions. People rightly note that we have been lied to, but wrongly conclude that everything is a lie. Fuentes takes full advantage of this reality. So does Candace. She, part of the whole shtick is because government has lied to us before, now they're lying to us about everything.
Right.
And that's not true. You know what I mean? Yes, we should trust and verify, but she has taken that to a level that is freaking batshit.
Mm-hmm. It is.
There's a staff writer at Breitbart whose name is Paul Bois. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Please read his statement that he posted. I think it was on Facebook.
I normally avoid commenting on these matters as I prefer to celebrate movies, music, and the finer joys in life. But recent events have forced my hand, and this must be stated unequivocally and without hesitation. I neither stand with Tucker Carlson, nor Nick Fuentes, nor Andrew Tate, nor anyone who celebrates their positions. Since Heritage President Kevin Roberts and cultural commentator Matt Walsh have taken upon themselves to defend Holocaust denial, Hitler apologetics, white nationalism, anti-Semitism, and unabashed racism as reasonable ideas worthy of respectful dialogue, then I'm afraid that I have no choice but to make this statement. I genuinely hope Republicans and Americans in general can see these men for the grifters they are, wolves in sheep's clothing, exploiting our national pain for wealth and influence. Far too many of these individuals have risen to places of prominence, building massive followings off American alienation while murdering whatever value or virtue that happens to be standing in the way of their Machiavellian dreams. I am putting my foot down and saying, no, God bless you all and God bless America. Yes, Paul. Yes. 1,000 times. Yes. I agree with him wholeheartedly. It's insane. It's like, I hope you guys enjoy, people say, 7,000. I hope they're enjoying their massive wealth, promoting
they absolutely are.
It's unbelievable.
Christina Hoff Summers, who I'm so mad at X because I have not seen her content in forever. And we, of course, follow her and she follows us. And she wrote a blurb for our book, for crying out loud. But I have not seen her content in forever. And I finally saw just this morning that she had also posted about this, and specifically Nick Fuentes, and said Tucker Carlson gave this cultic maniac a forum. Now Kevin Roberts has dragged Heritage into the freak show. The left is going full jihadi and the right is succumbing to whatever the fuck this is.
Exactly.
And then she posted this clip of Nick.
She's absolutely right. I don't even know what it is. I don't know. I can't even tell you what it is, but I see things that are things that our party has always rallied against.
Right.
And now people are like, what? You're not a white supremacist and a Holocaust denier? What? You're getting $7,000. Oh my God. What is happening?
Think about like moderate independent types, centrist types who probably are more center right than they are center left, now seeing that the right is becoming the very things that they always thought the right was stereotyped as. And racist, white supremacist. It's all happening.
Yeah,
and we're like, That's not us. I don't want to be associated with any of that.
Oh, believe me, Mock. I saw 2 this morning, actually, before we did pre-show. I was on X. I saw 2. One was a black man, and he was like, I reject the right now. I thought I actually align more with the right, but I see this bullshit. Nope. Thank you, but no. This is
the problem.
This pushes people away. We will lose elections because of these lunatics. So congratulations. We had such a great thing. We were right
winning
there. We were winning. Trump was right. We were winning so hard. And these people, what are they doing?
They're taking a freaking blowtorch to it. And I don't know what the end game is for them. I really don't. I don't understand it at all.
Like I asked the question, who's paying them? Who's paying them?
Sean McGuire said Charlie Kirk was the bulwark holding the groypers back because there was no one that hated Fuentes more. Nobody benefited more from his assassination than them. And the biggest loser is America. He's 100% right. I hate this.
I hate
and the
it too.
worst part is that Nick Fuentes himself responded kindly with gratitude to Kevin Roberts. That's how you know how bad this is that Nick Fuentes responded to the video saying, I don't know what exactly you abhor about my views, but we can all agree that free speech, Christ, and America first should be the pillars of our movement. Thank you for your courage in standing up for open discourse and defending Tucker against the Israel first woke right. Now we're being called the woke right, which is 100% the opposite. 100% the opposite.
They're hijacking. They're hijacking the movement, you guys. That's what they're doing. And
it's crazy.
And Tucker's played a role in it. Candace has played a role in it. And now Heritage is falling into it. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
And we talked about, again, this relates back to the fact that Charlie hated this guy, hated him, never wanted to, he never was even allowed at TPUSA events. That's how much Charlie hated him. And yet, if you watched the TPUSA event at Ole Miss, you could see that some of the people asking the questions were total groyper plants. And Nick even talked about that, saying, look at the questions at JD Vance's TPUSA event. Is Trump controlled by Israel? Why are you fighting Thomas Massey? How is it America first to support Israel? Why did you marry a Hindu? Explain your connections to Palantir. The groypers have taken over. We run this. Thanks, Heritage. Thanks for helping to pedestalize that asshole.
Yeah. And thanks, Tucker. And thanks, Tucker. It's gross.
So
I know
disgusted
this
by
is
all of
I know
it.
he does, Sharon. He does have the nerve to talk about Christ, doesn't he? And his last name is Fuentes. The dude.
I know. I don't really know his background at all.
He's 25% Mexican. Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him?
I would love to know about his parents.
Oh, he doesn't talk about him. Believe me, I've gone down that rabbit hole. He will not talk about his family. He will not talk about them. He wants that to remain private. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, his last name is Fuentes, you guys. Hello. And the guy's a white
groyper.
supremacist.
People keep asking about a groyper. A groyper is what Nick Fuentes' fans collectively call themselves. And you'll see their little mascot is that cartoon frog. So we get asked every day, what's a groyper? And we'll answer it every day because we want people to know about these lunatics. So anyway, sorry to bring you all that bad news, but it is bad. And we need to be aware of it. And we need to call it out. That's the thing. It's like we're not platforming Nick by talking about him.
No.
We're saying he's psycho. He is insane. And if somebody decides to give them their platform, they should push back and not be like, hey, let's go to dinner like Tucker.
No, we have to talk about it, you guys, because this is what's happening in the conservative sphere. And we have to talk about it because this is a problem. It's a huge problem. Yeah.
All right. We're not going to end and go into a weekend with that. We're going to do some fun stuff now. And we're going to start, of course, with a fantastic Halloween costume. If you guys need a last minute costume for whatever reason, and you have no money to spend on it, we got you. This is the greatest costume ever. And it only requires a garbage bag. That's it.
I love it.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, that's the greatest. I can do this. I can totally do this. Yes, I'm going to a Halloween thing tonight. I can totally do this. I love it. It's fantastic.
I mean, your arm's going to get tired, right? That's the only thing. But like,
but still,
just making an entrance, if you just need to make an entrance somewhere.
Yes.
We got you, man.
Fantastic, you guys.
All right. I saw this new, I know we just talked about lean, and you should absolutely be taking lean, but if you find yourself craving things that maybe you shouldn't crave, I just saw this new way of dieting that is so, I think this will work for me. I really do.
All right.
Because I crave sweets a lot and I crave salty things a lot. And so here is something that maybe you will want to try.
I just heard of this new diet hack called the 3-bite rule. Basically, you can have any food that you want, but you can only have 3 bites of things that are unhealthy to kind of like satisfy the craving. I'm not really into diets, but I wanted to try this with some donuts that I got. Oh my gosh. Bite number 1. Oh my. That's really good. Bite number 2.
You just got to satisfy the craving, right?
Right.
Like this could work.
This is really satisfying my craving, so maybe this works. Bite number 3. Cheers.
It's so me.
I feel like I could do that.
I could do that too. That saves a lot of calories. That's right.
Yeah. I feel like that would satify my craving.
Me too. Totally satisfies
That third
me.
bite. I mean,
Especially
that
the
third
third
bite
bite, without question. Right.
You're about to see a video of someone. This is amazing. If this happened to me, I would literally die. There is someone that is, I guess, walking through a pasture of some sort, maybe a field, woods area, whatever. And they came across a sleeping fox, you guys.
I love fox. I love them. They're so cute and fuzzy.
Look at how precious.
Oh my God. Just complete. They're not dead, right?
No, I promise. Just watch.
Sleeping.
Look at him covering his little face. Oh my
he's
God,
breathing.
I want to
breathing.
scoop
yeah.
him up.
I would be like, are you breathing? Oh my God. Look at that sweet little nugget of love. He's like,
big stretch, big stretch.
He's like, what'd she do? Oh crap. You scared me. Oh my God. You scared me. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing? I need that to happen to me.
I saw one the other day. We had a moment, a fox and I. I stopped my car and he was just like sitting, because I live in the country, obviously. And so he just stopped. He was on the side of the road. We looked at each other for like 30 seconds. I was like, how you doing, bud? And he was like, how you doing? And then he went off and scurried away. They're so fuzzy and they're so little. You expect them to be a lot bigger than they are, but they're not. They're tiny like that. Oh,
yeah.
So sweet and
I
beautiful.
got to pet one. I did get to pet one. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? And I got to really pet it. It was so precious. I am going to post pictures of that in our insiders and locals.
Do you remember when that guy remember when that guy with the reindeer brought the fox to the radio
Those were little
station? fennec
foxes. The little fennec foxes. Yeah, they were super cute. But this was, I'm talking a fox like that.
Real fox.
Like a real, I mean, not that fennec foxes aren't real.
They
it's
are
just
real.
a different, it's
one
just
was
a
on my
different
shoulder. Right.
But they're so
cute.
they're so fuzzy. All right, next up, and to finalize our program for today, we have cats that are being dicks, and they're cats that are being dicks to dogs. Okay. I don't like that.
Everybody
but it
get
is
over
funny.
it, but it is kind of funny. Oh my God, the dog! I love him. Oh, sweet Dalmatian. Oh my God.
So mean.
Oh shit. It's a pit bull too.
Look at the shaved husky.
Oh my God. That's why do you You're kind of a Rottweiler. You can't see me. You can't see me.
Bull Brando.
Oh my God. God bless him. That cat is a dick. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. He's so scared.
Come on, Venus. You can do it. Come on, Venus. Come on.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to scale the wall.
No. if we had a cat, Coda would just pee himself all the time. He's 180 pounds. He's gigantic. But the cat would rule him.
my God.
He's such a baby, you guys. Baby.
So precious. Okay, we do have some thank yous, and I want to say a special thank you to our gal that has our merch. In fact, let me put up her little thing. You can get Chicks merch at inreallifecreations.etsy.com. Carrie Heath does an amazing job, and she and her family sent me like a fruit and nut basket, which was so unexpected, so unnecessary, so lovely. Thank you. Thank you for that. Kristen Gunn made a donation to Preborn, saying, Mock, I'm so sorry you lost your boy. He is so lucky that God picked you to be his mama. Thank you.
True. He is yes, he was very, very lucky.
A donation from Sarah and Matt Napier went to the Cerebral Palsy Foundation. Very much appreciated. And Jen McDaniel said, love you. All the prayers for you, Mock. Enjoy you every morning. Daisy, please understand that teachers pay into retirement. It's not teacher. Oh, she fixed this. It's not taxpayer funded, she went on to say in another.
Teachers pay into retirement. Yeah. Okay.
I had that other one too. But anyway, she sent another one saying that was like an autocorrect thing, and she meant it's not taxpayer funded. But I actually have a question about that, because like teachers are taxpayer funded.
Right. So the money that we pay them, their retirement money is money from us.
Right. And it's usually somewhere between 3 and 12%, depending on what state you live in, that they're required to pay. But then also the teachers' unions or whoever manages the pay, then the pensions are funded the rest of the way by the employer, which is us.
With us. So it is essentially,
I do kind of feel like it is taxpayer funded.
It is essentially taxpayer funded. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a biatch.
I mean,
about
and
that,
I'm not like saying, I'm not making a judgment. I'm just saying, but that is how that works.
It is.
Right?
It's taxpayer funded.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I was thinking about that correctly.
Right.
All right. All right. Now you.
Marcy Perales. Good morning, Mock and Daisy. It's finally Friday. Tomorrow, all my Christmas decorations go up. Mine today. Mine is today. Thinking of Daisy doing the same. Y'all are always in my prayers. Much love. Thank you, Marcy. I'm going to post pictures of my house when it's decorated. So on Insiders and Locals, I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to decorate the house, and then I will post some video. Okay.
So you'll get Christmas. You'll get Christmas and foxes.
Yay. Okay. Kim H. Daisy, here's a little something for your chick-tastic tree you're putting up today. Mock, love you, chick. All the prayers continue. Now give yourself one of your chick-tastic hugs and pretend it's for me. Love you both. Jennifer, no. Why don't skeletons like Halloween candy? They don't have the stomach for it. Why won't anyone go trick-or-treating with Dracula? He is a pain in the neck. Jen says, happy Halloween to Mock and Daisy. Happy Halloween to you, Jen. Samantha Capehart, everyone have a safe, at no time did I put my thumb up. At no time. Everyone have a safe and fun Halloween. Tomorrow, my inflatable turkey goes outside. I love the inflatables. They're so fun. Love the show. You keep me sane during my workday and now furlough. Yes. Thank you, Samantha. Marcy Perales, Daisy, my little Pomeranians, George and Annie go nuts when you say, we're bringing it in, because they know it's almost walkie time.
Oh.
They watch your show and are huge fans of Coat Defense. Much love. Coat Defense is bomb. You have to have it.
That's so cute that they know.
At the end, we're going to, okay, so it's like George and Annie. I remember George and Annie. C Noons, for Halloween this year, I'm going to be a Democrat. I'm stealing candy from kids who work hard for it, keeping some and giving the rest to the lazy kids who sit home and do nothing to deserve it. Balls. Yes, C Noons. Thank you. Karen Elliott, am I the only one who thought Air Force One was exempt from turbulence? God bless and keep you both. Let's decorate for Christmas. Yes. Kristen Thompson asking everyone to pray for the New Jersey governor election. Every Republican must vote and not be complacent. We are close to getting red. Let's go Jersey. Vote for Jack. Yes. Sandy Stokes, together 50 years, happily married 44 years, 4 kids, 12 grandkids and counting. Happy anniversary. Trick or treat, baby. Hashtag high school sweethearts. 50 years. Oh my God. It's amazing. Randy Craig, what's worse than coming home to a shedding Shih Tzu on the sofa? Finding a saggy cockapoo in your bed. Have a great day. Did I say saggy?
Soggy.
Soggy cockapoo. I'm sorry, Randy. I totally did that wrong. Jennifer, now, are you too crushing on one of my state senators? Thune has been warned by his voters not to F up. He seems to have gotten the memo so far.
I don't know, freaking do any kind of filibuster. Oof.
I don't know if I'm crushing on him. I just think that he's probably one of the hotter senators. He's
for sure.
One of the hotter ones for sure. Yeah. Robin died. Daisy, glad you're not wearing earbuds. Mock, please reconsider. Research shows that buds are dangerous.
Huh. How? I didn't know that.
I'm just old school. I wear like the I just like those because the earbuds, they go in and out. These are just like they're plugged in, hardwired, and I don't have to worry about them. So I'm old school.
I don't know how they're dangerous, so I will have to look into that.
We'll have to look into that. Teresa Raimundo, weren't Kamala's rich friends Letitia James and Fani Willis, whatever her name is? Didn't she have a meeting that totally weaponized the DOJ to go after a political foe?
Right?
Yeah.
God.
Patty Capson, thank you for that super sticker. Arnhem, go ride another tank. Hanoi Jane, that's right. She is insufferable. Samantha Capehart, I've also seen a few Newsom 2028 signs in Annapolis. I think they've taken the frightening Halloween decorations a little too far. I can't wait to move. Samantha. Mike Sassman, I'm not sure what to think about the Tucker thing, but I always make it a point to listen to the voices I don't agree with. Helps to solidify my views. I mean, I don't think nobody should be squelched, but them making him, like talking about him and then saying that everybody else is terrible for being mad at what he said. I just can't believe that they did that. I can't believe
it used to be universal among conservatives that Nick Fuentes was the last person that anybody would ever want to associate with, ever.
Yeah.
Except for the other incels that are part of his cult. And now Tucker had him on his show. And again, Tucker can have him on his show, but to not push back on any of the horrible, horrible things that he has said.
Yeah. And for Heritage to turn it around and say that like we're the bad people.
We're divisive.
It's unbelievable, you guys. Joan Bacon, Gavin Newsom's mannerisms and gestures are just like televangelist Joel Osteen. Yes, or Osteen, whatever.
I hate that guy too.
I don't like him either.
I hate all of the televangelists. Yes. I despise them.
They're horrible. Yeah, you know who else doesn't like them? God, Jesus. Not a fan. Kitty Mayer, want to wish you two a happy Halloween. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Kitty.
Thank
Maureen
you.
Benham, so sweet. Take my shekels, chicks. Thank you, Maureen. So sweet. Brian Brumley, on this All Hallows Eve, let me quote Martin Luther. Stop saying trick or treat. I said 95 theses, not 95 Reese's. Kristen H, I did watch a little of Tucker's Fuentes chat. My favorite part was Tucker literally saying, I'm sorry I called you gay. Yes,
Yeah,
that
was
happened.
It did happen.
Shelly Ethington, love my Hallow Queens.
Hallow Queens.
We're the Hallow Queens. Okay, I think it was George and Annie. We're bringing it in. George and Annie.
Bringing it in.
Come on, George and Annie. Come on, we're bringing it in. You're going to go outside. You're going to go outside now. Okay, everybody have the best Halloween ever. Start decorating everything for Christmas, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Bye, guys.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.